Coming up today on The Link, we have PerrinAlford with West Georgia Technical College, so stay with us. Welcome to The Link. I'm Laura Horton.
And I'm Mark Whitlock.
We have a great show for you today. We kind of have, been a two-part. This past week we had Lee Cunningham and Kevin Kane on with West Georgia Technical College talking about Move On with Ready. Well, now we have Dr. PerrinAlford here, and he's going to continue the talk because this is something we really want to get out to Coweta County. Parents, you need to listen up. This is a way to save thousands of dollars if your kids are enrolled in Move On and Ready before they go to college.
Yeah, and Laura, it's getting to the point where parents are saving tens of thousands of dollars because you think about living expenses at university, you think about all those things in addition to tuition. The cost saving is really ratcheting upward, and I know Dr. PerrinAlford, who's the Executive Vice President of High School Initiatives for West Georgia Tech, I know he'll want to talk about that and about the rapid change that's happened because the law changed just a few years ago. So if you haven't heard about this wasn't available that many years ago.
It's still fairly new.
That's right.
We're trying to get the word out. Like you said, you can save tens of thousands of dollars. College expenses go up every single year.
Every year.
It's amazing how much college costs now. And why not get your students while they're in high school, start taking classes, get their feet wet, see how college classes are, and you save the money. And
our Coweta County school system has our students prepared. They're ready to do this. They're ready to be college students while in high school. So more and more and more of our students are taking advantage of this. I think we're going to see this really ramp up in the years ahead.
I agree, and they've had tremendous growth with the Move On When Ready program. You'll hear Dr. Alford talk about that. So it's definitely something you want to pay attention and listen to. And our school system is so wonderful, and like you said, they're ready. They are ready to help with Move On and Ready. They love with partnering with West Georgia Technical College. So it's everybody working together in the best interest for our students.
You bet. And University of West Georgia, also a big part of Move On When Ready. Great relationship between West Georgia Tech and the University of West Georgia, and the way that students can move seamlessly through all the way up through the end of a bachelor's degree. So really looking forward to talking with PerrinAlford.
We're going to have two segments with Dr. Alford, so you definitely don't want to miss it. So stay with us. We'll be right back on The Link.
The best chefs in the world will try to break him, shake him, irritate and frustrate him.
He doesn't stand a chance.
The judges will distract him, harass him, tease him, and displease him.
You want to see Bobby get beat?
They all want to unseat him.
Take it easy.
There's even a chance they'll beat him.
I was just warming up. That was rehearsal. Let's light this place up.
All new Thursday night at 10. Beat Bobby Flay. Food Network. Dig in.
Welcome back to The Link. We are delighted to welcome to the set of The Link Dr. PerrinAlford, the Executive Vice President for High School Initiatives for West Georgia Technical College. Dr. Alford, welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Dr. Alford, you have seen changes in the technical college system over a number of years. Talk first about your background. What have you done?
Wow. I started at West Georgia Technical College in 1993. Started in the career placement part of the school, helping kids when they were about ready to graduate go out and find available opportunities, work on resumes, interview skills, all those kind of things. Transition from there into the marketing management instructional position. Taught for 2 years, then I left the marketing position and became the Vice President of Student Affairs. Did that for 5 or 6 years. Then as we transitioned from the LaGrange West Georgia Technical College campus, we merged with West Central to become the new West Georgia Technical College. I was interim president during the merge. Once the merge was complete, I became the provost of the college and have been doing that until recently. The title has changed, but I've been doing this work for a long time as well, to Executive Vice President over High School Initiative. So right now I'm totally focused on our 29 public high schools and private schools and homeschool students and all that group of kids that are trying to utilize the Move On and Ready opportunity.
High school initiatives, you're building something out that West Georgia Tech has been involved with, but you're building it out on a much grander scale. Talk about what you've done to scale this. I mean, this is now a huge part of West Georgia Technical College.
Absolutely. To give you a statistic to show you how big this has become, and this has happened in about a 3-year period. They passed a state law 2 years ago that opened up the high school part of the general core. Let me specifically put a nuance there. General core classes.
So those core English, math, science, social,
The transferable general core. That's a good word we need to put out there. Transferable. There's 27 courses that are fully articulatable with the Board of Regent Schools, University of Georgia, Valdosta State, Columbus State, Board of Regent Schools.
So let me stop you there. You mean I can take core courses at West Georgia Technical College and transfer those to the University of Georgia?
Absolutely. Valdosta State, Columbus State, all the Board of Regent Schools. And why that's a huge thing, I'll give you a real world example. I have 2 beautiful daughters, twin daughters, in Troup County at LaGrange High School. So I put my money where my mouth is. They are currently heavily involved in the Move On and Ready program, and they are taking those general core courses. They're about to be juniors, but they've already taken 3 courses as sophomores. So they're taking those general core transferable courses, English, math, history, psych, economics, and 27 total selections or choices that those kids can take. All of those are automatically going to transfer to Board of Regent Schools.
Wow.
So what that really means, here's the benefit to Dr. Alford.
Yeah.
And because I got 2, it's really a benefit. Everything that they're taking at LaGrange High under this Move On and Ready program, 0 cost to Dad. Wow. Tuition's paid for, books are paid for, most of the fees are paid for. Now, there's a little caveat to that. If you're in a high-cost program, welding is an example, CNA is an example, the student will have to purchase maybe a stethoscope or the little wristwatch or your nurse shoes, your scrubs. But some counties, and I think Coweta County, even picks up all of those kind of additional cost. So what I'm telling the moms and dads of Coweta County is, wow, what an opportunity. Your child gets the benefit of early college, taking those fully transferable courses at no cost. So Lydia and Lucy, my precious twin daughters, will start at the University of Georgia almost as sophomores. So they're going to take almost a full year of tuition that I won't have to pay at the University of Georgia.
And living expenses.
And that's huge.
Yeah.
So moms and dads, wherever the camera is, for goodness sake, call your high school counselor, ask them, tell me more about that transferable coursework, English, math, history, psychology, art history, music, all those general core courses. Let your student get a jump on college and save a bunch of money.
So I'm sitting here thinking about Lydia and Lucy, and I'm thinking that in 2008, when my daughter graduated from Noonan High School, that transferable credit program was not available. So this is relatively new.
Brand new, 2 years roughly.
Yeah, and you're scaling it rapidly.
Rapidly.
We're going to wrap up this segment. In the last part of this first segment, we're going to come back with you for another segment. But talk about that. Talk about how rapidly you've scaled this up.
Okay. 4 years ago, the Move On and Ready program, and these are just approximate numbers, but it's pretty close because I say this all the time. But I think there was maybe 500 students total, like 4 years ago.
Across 7 counties.
7 counties, 29 high schools.
Yeah.
Public high schools.
Yeah.
Then it went from maybe 1,000, and then last year it went to 1,200. This year it's over 1,500, and we expect the end of next year, I guess, school year 17-18 to be over 2,000 students. So in education, just to give you an example, if you have a 1% increase, you are extremely happy. If you have a 2% increase, you do cartwheels across the lawn. If you have a 3 to 5%, you know, you have a parade, and just it's incredible. Well, in Move On When Ready, last year, 40% increase in Move On When Ready students, high school students. So it's a great thing for moms and dads. It's a great thing for Susie and Sammy. Across the board, it's absolutely a win, win, win. And you don't have that opportunity every day in life where everybody, I mean, you try to have a win-win, but, and by the way, with your help and Dr. Steve Barker, let me publicly say that, just what partners, it takes a team to make all this happen. Everybody's come together, been a true team, and so an opportunity of a lifetime for your kids in Coweta County.
A great way to wrap up this first segment. We'll come back and talk more about that opportunity of a lifetime. Dr. PerrinAlford, Executive Vice President, High School Initiatives, West Georgia Technical College. You stay tuned. The Link will be right back.
You excited as I am?
Just a little bit.
The wait is over.
Boom.
Tiff and Joe are back with all new episodes of Fixer Upper.
You ready to do this?
I can do it. Right there.
Step in here, hot pants.
You punk. I love you.
You slayed it.
Whoa!
You killed it.
This is amazing.
Yes!
All new Fixer Upper. Tuesday night at 9, only on HGTV.
Welcome back to The Link. We're delighted to welcome Dr. PerrinAlford, Executive Vice President, High School Initiatives, West Georgia Technical College, back with us for a second segment. Dr. Alford, we ended the last segment, opportunity of a lifetime. Pick up on that thought. That's important for our viewers.
Well, yeah. Well, I tell this story in 1 minute or less. I'll be very brief, but I always use me as a great example. Twin daughters in Troup County. They'll probably go to the University of Georgia. I have two sons. They're both at UGA. UGA listed on their web page says in-state tuition, living, room expense. The whole shebang basically is like, I don't know, $15,000 per student per year. So you extrapolate the number out, you're talking $50,000 plus, depending on what all your son or daughter is involved in. So if you can save all those tuition dollars, room and board, as an example, Lydia and Lucy, I'll get back to me, I'll probably save $20,000+ in tuition and room and board because my daughters are involved in Move On When Ready. So the people of Coweta County, wow.
What a deal.
What a deal. Those transferable courses, let me say this as well, because someone might in the back of their mind be thinking, I don't really understand that. Let me briefly touch on that. What we do, we identify an instructor in your high schools, Northgate, East Coweta, Newnan, that is college credentialed, and that means a master's degree level English teacher, master's degree level math teacher, whatever. So they are qualified through our accrediting agency, which is SACS, which is University of Georgia, Columbus State, same accrediting agency. So is it a lesser academic rigor? Absolutely not. That is a college level course taught with the same curriculum, the same book, the same syllabi, same requirements with a qualified teacher. Once your son or daughter takes that, automatically transfers. 27 of those completely signed, sealed, delivered, transfers to the university system. So academic rigor is there, unbelievable benefit cost-wise to mom and dad. Your son or daughter's getting the jump on the 4-year college degree. Again, just a win-win-win for everybody. It's just an incredible opportunity.
Our experience in Coweta, Dr. Alford, has even been that universities like Auburn, University of Alabama, accept that dual enrollment credit because you are a SACS accredited higher education institution.
Absolutely true. We've dealt with that on many, many occasions over the last 2 years. Auburn University will take, in fact, I can't think of any English or math that they have said they would not accept. So if your son or daughter's thinking of going to Auburn, out of state, Alabama, they'll take those courses again, as you just said, because we're accredited,
Right.
which is huge in higher ed.
Right.
We're accredited by the same Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, SACS accreditation, as all those Southern SEC schools.
Yeah.
So, you know, if your son or daughter's thinking about going to Alabama, Mississippi, somewhere other than Georgia, still take advantage of it. You're still saving a ton of money because it's not going to cost you a penny in Coweta County for your son or daughter to take that English, math.
Technical college in your career has really changed, hasn't it? It's changed from a place that was very important about careers and about career change for the average age student who's about 27. Now, average age student is still probably 24, 25, but the technical college has become much more today. Yes, it's about careers, but it's about the whole seamless nature of higher education.
Yes, in my 25 years, it has gone dramatically more towards really what you would think of as a true community college. And really, if you really pull the layers of the onion off, West Georgia Technical College really is West Georgia Technical and Community College.
Right.
Again, what people probably don't realize about West Georgia Tech, we have sports. We have men's baseball, women's softball, basketball. So we even have the sports component. So we have the transferability of General Corps. We have sports teams. We're a member of the NJCAA. Our men's
have been to national championships.
We almost won a national championship in women's basketball. So really people just don't realize what they have in the community when it really comes to West Georgia Technical College. We really are a community college. Transferability has become more and more and more important to West Georgia Tech as the years progress. And what that, getting back to your question, when you come to West Georgia Tech the first day of fall semester, over my 25 years, it has changed dramatically with how many younger and younger and younger kids are starting at West Georgia Tech. When I started, it was 25 to 30-year-olds. Right. You wouldn't see a young person, 18-year-old, at West Georgia Tech. Change dramatically. And again, Move On When Ready is a big driver of that.
Let's talk about, as we wrap up this segment, how big a driver that is. You've talked about the incredible rapid growth of Move On When Ready. Now up to 2,000 students. I mean, you're talking about 20-25% of the entire college credit population.
That is absolutely correct. So we are very, very busy with the Move On and Ready team. Have great high school coordinators. At all our high schools, they have a specified or an identified person that works specifically with that high school. So West Georgia Tech is there in the high school working with those counselors, making sure that we, dot all the I's and cross all the T's, all the paperwork. But the rapid growth we expect to continue because of shows like this. I'm still not really sure, well, I am pretty sure, it's not out there like it needs to be. If people of Coweta County, the moms and dads, really were aware of what's available at West Georgia Tech, even through the traditional dual enrollment, your welding programs. Those kids leave the CEC and West Georgia Tech, they can go out and start at a $45,000 a year job.
Absolutely.
Our CNAs, our dental assistants. So there is just an unbelievable opportunity, even with the traditional, what we think of as business and industry or automated manufacturing. We could talk about the Georgia CAT program and the German apprenticeship model. Coweta County is such a driver of innovation and just doing things so differently. CEC, this Charter Academy push that's going on, started right here in Coweta County at the CEC. So Coweta County has always been like an innovator and a community that really embraces something a little different. Well, this is a little different with now all these transferable courses, and Coweta County will lead the way here as well with leadership that you guys have in Coweta County is just incredible.
Because we have capacity through great partners like West Georgia Technical College. Dr. PerrinAlford, as we leave this segment, would you say it one more time? Opportunity of a lifetime.
It's absolutely the opportunity of a lifetime. Your child wins, mom and dad win, and really important, statistics and data show us that the longer it takes to get a student started and out. There's just things that happen. So a big driver or a really important strategy is to get your son or daughter in something they really want to do, they have passion about, and get them out as quickly as you can get them out, and then everybody wins.
Dr. PerrinAlford, Executive Vice President, High School Initiatives, West Georgia Technical College. You stay tuned. The Link will be right back.
On Expedition Unknown, I'm preparing to find new evidence of the world's greatest legends. Attila the Hun. What's that? Captain Kidd.
I've got something here.
Vanished Empire.
Look at this place.
To really study these legendary figures, I need to put myself in their shoes.
Guy can get used to this.
This is one adventure I really need to prepare for.
It looks good, right?
Look at this.
Fire in the hole.
Expedition Unknown, Wednesday at 9 on Travel Channel.
Is your family looking for a special pet? Well, take a look at our pet of the week, Marble, a black and white kitten.
Hey guys, Jeanette down here at Coweta County Animal Control with the Noonan Coweta Humane Society, holding this precious little boy for our pet of the week. This is Milo. He's what we like to call the cow kitty because he's got these cute little Mayfield Dairy kind of black and white markings. He's hanging out in C7, that's his little kitten condo number, and this little precious sweetheart is only about 2 months old. He was picked up as a stray from Tope Road, and oh my goodness, he's really chill, really laid back, but so adorable and so sweet, folks. I tell you what, this is your new little buddy when you come adopt this little guy. He'll follow you around and love on you for the rest of your life. So if you're interested in Milo, come on down here to Animal Control and give this little sweetheart a forever home. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back, Laura. We had a great show this week. Dr. PerrinAlford.
I really enjoyed your 2 segments with Dr. Alford. Wonderful information. And I mean, his daughters are enrolled in Move On When Ready. He is seeing the money he can save. So, I mean, you've got to get on board. If you've got students, definitely check out Move On When Ready.
Yeah, he said he would save more than $20,000
Man, that's a lot.
when his daughters go to the University of
and
Georgia.
he's got twins, so
That's right.
times 2. So I mean, you're thinking, yes, he definitely likes his kids to be enrolled in Move On and Ready because $20,000 plus, that's a lot of money.
It is.
And you know, it's such a great program. And we're lucky to have it here. We're lucky that the law changed.
Right.
You know, the students can get involved when they're freshmen, and it's no cost, minus maybe if they're having to buy scrubs or something for welding, but it's no cost.
Right. Yeah. We need to thank our legislative delegation locally for supporting Move On When Ready. That's some additional dollars that the state said would be well spent because it'll save dollars down the road.
It will.
So we've got a state, we've got universities, we've got technical colleges. They're all in sync. And at West Georgia Tech last year, Dr. Alford said the growth in Move On When Ready, 40%.
40%. That's incredible. Like he was saying, usually in education, it's like a 1% or 2% or 3 to 5. They had 40% growth. And you know, it definitely helps because it's getting students back in the workforce sooner also. And it's helping students figure out what they want to do, and they're not overwhelmed when they go to college. They've already had the help with getting ready for college by taking college classes. It's a win-win for everybody.
You know, Dr. Alford talked a little bit about it. We know from data that those who are in Move On When Ready tend to actually finish a college program versus their peers. So we know that there's a benefit in terms of completing what you start out to do at the college or university level.
So we definitely want to thank Dr. Alford for being on our show. And next week, we're going to have a great show. Cletus Phillips, the city manager, is going to be here. I'm sure you've seen Grayson Trail's been closed. There's detours. McIntosh Parkway is being built. There's a lot of things going on in the city, and Cletus is going to be here to give us an update.
You know, we're connecting downtown and Ashley Park, and Cletus is taking us the last mile there. He's going to talk about that. How we make that happen. That's becoming reality right before our eyes. Yeah.
Right, and you know, it just shows the growth in the city and everything, and we're bringing everyone together. And then also Ginger Queener, who is the chairman of the Coweta Community Foundation Board. She is going to be here. 100 women of Coweta who care in Coweta. They've recently given their first donation to a nonprofit. They meet quarterly. Everyone brings $100, and then they pick a nonprofit. So we're going to get an update from that, and there's everything that the foundation's doing and all of that. So it's going to be a great show next week.
It's going to be a terrific show. Community Foundation continues to do great work for Coweta County.
They do. You know, they have education grants. They work with nonprofits, so it's wonderful. So you definitely don't want to miss next week's show again. And we hope you have a wonderful week, and thank you for watching The Link.
Have a great week.